Jed here to show you how to delete a user and reassign their extension in GoTo Admin. When you do this, the extension stays active and is moved to the new user or location. This process seamlessly transfers call routing, devices, and settings from the former user to the new one, perfect when someone leaves and another employee takes over their role. Keep in mind, your billing may be based on the number of licenses or devices. Using the GoTo desktop or mobile app counts as a device. Check the link in the description to learn more about billing details. If you'd rather remove both a user and their extension, there's a separate process. Find instructions in the video description. Now, let's walk through the 5 steps for reassigning a user in GoTo Admin. You must be an admin or super admin to delete a user and replace them with another in GoTo Admin. GoTo Admin can be accessed at this site. I've already signed in as the super admin Lance Bingham. Take note of the left navigation menu. You may see different icons here depending on what options are available with your GoTo plan. Before this video, I created the user Marty Parker and assigned him a new extension number. He will replace Veronica Brown, who is leaving the company. Please see the video link in the description to learn more about adding a new user in GoTo Admin. Let's begin updating or removing the direct extension. Click the phone system icon. If you do not immediately see it, click the More icon. Select Direct Extensions. Here are the current extensions on your system. Select the desired extension, which is probably going to be named after the user. The user Veronica Brown is leaving the company. She's going to be replaced by the new employee Marty Parker. Let's rename this extension. Click the Settings heading. From the General section, enter the desired name in the name field. I'm going to name it in such a way to indicate that it will be the second extension for Marty and that it was previously Veronica's extension. Click Save once you're done. Let's move on to the second step, which is to update the number, extension, and device associated with the user you will be permanently removing. We are going to remain on the direct extension we renamed just a moment ago. Let's return to the Overview heading. Take note of the Associated Resources section. This is where you can see if the user's extension is used in ring groups, dial plans, contact center queues, assigned devices, or phone numbers. A clickable link is available to fix this if you see anything listed in the Associated Resources section. Depending on what things you see here, you'll have some decisions to make. For example, if they are connected with groups, you may feel you can leave them there since others will cover for them while they are gone. If you want to remove them, click on the group and remove them from the Member tab. This is also a good view to see where to also assign the new user. Before removing the old user from all these resources, you can click into each one and add or replace the user in each. You'll want to set up a forwarding rule for things that they are the only ones connected to, like a direct extension. If they are directly linked to a dial plan, you'll want to open that and select a different person or group on the node they are associated with. In this case, I want to examine the direct extension assigned to them. Instead of clicking a link in the Associated Resources section, I'll click the Find Me, Follow Me tab. I can set up a call forwarding rule from here. The first drop-down list determines if you want the forwarding destination to be an internal extension or an external number. Now, from the second drop-down list, select the desired forwarding destination. In my case, I'll search for and choose Marty Parker's primary extension. You can then set up the other ring steps however you like. For the no answer option, if you select voicemail, the call will be directed to the new extension you chose a moment ago. Click the Save button if you've made any changes. Click the Overview tab. When a user is deleted, anything remaining in this associated resources area will no longer be assigned to the existing user. Since we've addressed everything here, the third step is to update user groups. Click the people icon. If you are not there already, ensure that users has been selected. Here are your current users. Search for the desired user that you'll be removing. Ensure that you are on the overview section. Scroll the page down until you see the section for user groups. You'll see which ones if your user is part of any. To remove a user from a group, hover over the desired group. Then click the minus button. This window verifies that we want to remove the user from the group before proceeding. To add a user to a group, select the desired user and click the Add to a Group button from this same section. The fourth step is to manage licenses, roles, and permissions. I will remain in the People section of GoTo Admin, and this is the user profile for Veronica Brown. Choose Products. If you want to keep a user's profile, remove any licenses or devices assigned to them to prevent unnecessary changes. If you are unsure which billing portal you use, check the online resources linked in the video description. If you permanently delete a user, GoTo Connect removes all assigned licenses and devices from their profile. The license and device will still be available to add to another user in GoTo Admin. I can see which licenses this user has enabled from the subscription column. Disable the desired license. Product licenses can be similarly added for users. Be sure to click Save once you're done. Click the Overview heading. Since this user is leaving the company, we can remove their role status. Keep in mind, however, that this step is unnecessary if you are planning to only delete the user profile. To change their role, click the Edit Details button. Click the Admin Role drop-down list. If desired, you can select a different role here. Every user has to have a role. If you select Member, they will have the most basic role. If you choose a different role, you'll need to click the Save button. You will also want to see if this user is involved with Contact Center. Click the Settings heading. Click Inboxes. From here, I can see the different Contact Center inboxes. The user will have boxes checked for those they are connected to. Uncheck the desired boxes, and note that changes in this section are saved automatically. Similarly, with new users, Contact Center permissions can be added in this way. We can now move on to the final step, which is deleting the user. Let's stay in the main People section, but click the Users heading again. Search for the desired user, but do not click on their name. Hover over their name. Click on the More icon. Select Delete. This window lets us know that if we proceed, this user will be permanently removed from the system. There is always the option to add them as a new user later again, however, if they return to the company. If this user has scheduled meetings, they will be lost unless you choose who to reassign them to here. Please note, you will not see this message if the user does not have any scheduled meetings. Since Marty is taking Veronica's place, I'll assign them to him. Click the Delete button to remove the user. That's all there is to delete a user and replace them with another in GoTo Admin. Thank you for watching the video. I've included links to additional videos about GoTo's products and features. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.